There was a time when I could barely afford my next meal, let alone pay my bills. Each day was a battle, a struggle for survival. I was at rock bottom, financially speaking, and it felt like I was stuck in a deep, dark pit with no way out. The weight of my financial struggles was like a heavy chain, one that I dragged around with me day after day. It was a time of helplessness and despair. Everywhere I turned, I saw doors closing. Opportunities were few and far between. It was as if I was caught in a never-ending cycle of financial uncertainty, drowning in debts and bills with no lifeline in sight. The feeling of being trapped, of not knowing what to do or where to turn, was overwhelming. But amidst the chaos and the turmoil, something stirred within me. A spark, a glimmer of hope, a realization that I had the power to change my situation. This was my turning point. I remember that day vividly. It was a cold, dreary afternoon. The rain was pouring down, matching the storm brewing inside me. I sat down, took a deep breath, and made a decision. I decided that I wasn't going to let my circumstances dictate my life anymore. I wasn't going to let my financial struggles define me. No, I was going to take control. I was going to change my situation. This was the beginning of my journey from rock bottom to solid ground. It wasn't an easy path. There were obstacles, there were setbacks, there were moments when I wanted to give up, but I kept going, I kept pushing, I kept fighting. I started with small steps. I took control of my spending. I started saving, even if it was just a few pennies a day. I looked for ways to earn extra income. I learned about budgeting, about investing, about financial planning. Day by day, step by step, I started to see a change. From that point on, it was a slow climb, but a climb nonetheless, from rock bottom to solid ground. The hardest part was making the decision to change, to take control of my situation. Let's pause for a moment and contemplate that statement. Change is difficult. It's like trying to move a mountain with a spoon, especially when you're at rock bottom and your hands are empty. Yet, it's not impossible. It is the mindset shift from despair to determination that can turn the tide. Imagine you're in a dark tunnel, and the only light you see is the one at the end, seemingly miles away. You can either choose to stay in the darkness or start walking towards the light. The journey may be long and arduous, but with every step, the light gets closer. That's exactly what it feels like when you decide to rise from financial struggle. It's a journey from darkness into light, from despair to determination. Now let's talk about financial literacy. It's a term that gets thrown around a lot these days, but what does it really mean? Simply put, financial literacy is understanding how money works. It's about knowing how to earn, save, invest, and spend money wisely. It's about understanding the difference between wants and needs, between assets and liabilities. Financial literacy isn't taught in most schools, and that's unfortunate. But here's the thing. You don't need a classroom to learn about money management. You can start right now, right where you are. There are countless resources available, many of them free, that can help you understand the ins and outs of personal finance. The decision to learn about money management isn't an easy one. It requires commitment, discipline, and a willingness to step out of your comfort zone. But remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The first step here is to decide to take control of your situation, to decide to learn, to decide to change. The moment I decided to take control of my situation, everything began to change. The decision to change is the first step on the road to financial freedom. It's the switch that turns on the light at the end of the tunnel. It's the foundation upon which you can build a solid financial future. So make that decision. Take that step. You've got this. I'm not the only one who's been there. Countless others have turned their financial situation around. Consider the tale of a man named John. He found himself in a position where he could barely afford his monthly rent. However, John didn't let this setback define him. He decided to change his situation, adopting a mindset of learning and development. He started with a simple idea, selling handmade crafts at local markets. His products didn't make a huge splash initially, but John persisted, learning from each sale and customer interaction. Slowly but surely, his business grew. Today, he owns a successful online store that sells his crafts worldwide. Now, let's talk about a woman named Mary. She was a single mother, juggling multiple low-paying jobs just to make ends meet, but Mary was determined to break free from this cycle. She began taking online courses after her kids went to bed, gradually developing skills in graphic design. It wasn't easy, and there were plenty of late nights and early mornings, but Mary's determination paid off. Now she works as a freelance graphic designer, earning more than she ever did in her previous jobs, and she has the flexibility to spend time with her children. Both John and Mary started from rock bottom, but they were determined to change their circumstances. They were willing to learn, to try new things, and to put in the hard work. They took their financial situations, which seemed so dire, and they turned them into opportunities for growth and success. These stories are not unique. They're the stories of many people who have decided to take control of their financial lives. They've learned to make their money work for them, instead of the other way around. They've turned their lives from nothing to something. These tales of transformation are not just inspiring, they are instructive. They teach us about resilience, determination, and the power of a learning mindset. Their stories serve as a reminder that it's never too late to turn things around. The journey to financial freedom is not a sprint, it's a marathon. This metaphor rings true for many of us who are on this path. It's a journey that requires both patience and persistence. One of the most important things you can do in this journey is to set clear, achievable financial goals. These goals are like the milestones along your marathon route. They help to keep you on track and give you a sense of direction. They could be anything from saving a certain amount of money, paying off a debt, or even starting a small business. The key here is to make them specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. These are what we call SMART goals. But setting goals is just the first step. The real challenge lies in consistently working towards them. This is where patience and persistence come into play. You see, financial freedom is not something that happens overnight. It's a gradual process that involves making smart financial decisions over time. It's about staying committed to your goals, even when things get tough. And let's be honest, there will be obstacles along the way. There might be unexpected expenses, or maybe your income isn't as stable as you'd like. These challenges can be disheartening, but don't let them deter you from your path. Remember, every setback is a setup for a comeback. It's also important to celebrate the small victories along the way. Did you manage to save a little more this month? That's a win. Did you resist the temptation to make an impulsive purchase? That's another win. These small victories add up over time and bring you closer to your financial goals. In this journey, it's crucial to remind ourselves why we started in the first place. Maybe you want to be debt-free, or perhaps you dream of a comfortable retirement. Whatever your reason, let it be the fuel that keeps your fire burning. To sum up, the journey to financial freedom is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires patience, persistence, and a clear set of financial goals. But with the right mindset and commitment, you can overcome any obstacle that comes your way. Remember, every small step you take towards your financial goals is a step towards financial freedom. But this is just the beginning of the journey. A journey that we hope you'll join us on as we delve deeper into the world of financial literacy and empowerment. We've only scratched the surface of the potential that lies within each and every one of us to rise above our financial circumstances and reach for a future of stability and prosperity. In our upcoming videos, we'll be taking a magnifying glass to the crucial aspects of financial literacy, a skill set that is, unfortunately, often overlooked in the traditional education system. We'll explore the art and science of budgeting, a tool that can turn the tides for anyone struggling with their finances. We'll guide you through the labyrinth of money management, helping you understand how to make your money work for you, rather than the other way around. We'll also dive deep into the world of investing, debunking myths, and demystifying the process. We'll show you that investing isn't just for the rich and affluent. It's a powerful tool that can transform your financial future, even if you're starting from scratch. But we won't stop there. We'll journey together into the realm of setting financial goals. We'll talk about the importance of having a clear vision for your financial future, and how to create a roadmap to get there. We'll share actionable strategies and practical tips that can help you stay on course, even when the going gets tough. Beyond the numbers and the strategies, we'll also focus on the mindset. We believe that a healthy relationship with money is just as important as the practical skills. So, we'll explore ways to cultivate a positive money mindset, to overcome financial fears, and to build confidence in your ability to take control of your financial destiny. This is a journey of transformation. A journey from financial struggle to financial freedom, and we're excited to share this journey with you. Stay tuned as we continue this journey towards financial freedom together.